Honorable Mbui, let me finish with the messages, then we can come back to what you are saying. Honorable members, the second message is a message from His Excellency the President, and it's on nomination of persons for appointment to the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, SRC, and the Commission on Revenue Allocation. Honorable members, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 42, I wish to convey the following two messages from His Excellency the President regarding nomination of persons for appointment as a member of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, SRC, and chairperson of the Commission on Revenue Allocation, respectively. In the first message, honorable members, His Excellency the President conveys that in exercise of powers conferred on him by Article 232b(1) of the Constitution, as read together with Article 252c of the Constitution and the Salaries and Remuneration Commission Act 2011, the President nominates Dr. Phyllis Wambui Wagasha as a member of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission. Honorable members, the second message from the President relates to the nomination of a person for appointment as a chairperson of the Commission on Revenue Allocation, CRA. The message conveys that pursuant to Article 215(2)(a) of the Constitution and Section 3 and 5 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approvals Act number 33 of 2011, the President nominates CPA Mary A.C. Wanyonyi as chairperson of the Commission on Revenue Allocation. Honorable members, His Excellency the President now seeks the approval of the nominees by this House. Honorable members, Standing Order 45 provides that upon receipt of notification of a nomination for appointment, such a nomination shall stand committed to the relevant departmental committee for consideration. In this regard, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 45 and paragraph 3 of the Standing Order 42, messages from the President, I hereby refer the messages from His Excellency the President together with the CV, the report of the selection panel, and other testimonials of the nominees. With regard to the nominee for appointment as a member of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, to the Departmental Committee on Labor, and with regard to the nominee for appointment as chairperson of the Commission on Revenue Allocation, to the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning. Honorable members, whereas the enabling statutes provide for 14 days within which the House is expected to consider such nominees, Section 8 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act 2011 requires the National Assembly to undertake the exercise within 28 days. In this regard, honorable members, the committees are expected to immediately commence the approval process and notify the nominees and the general public of the time and place for holding the approval hearings, and thereafter, upon conclusion of the hearings, table their report by 27th June 2023 to enable the House to consider the business within the prescribed statutory timelines. The House is accordingly guided. I thank you. Members at the bar, take your seats. Take the nearest seat. I have another communication. The nearest seat. Obviously, the word nearest is strange to Honorable Kaluma. Okay. Honorable members, the next message is also from His Excellency the President, and this is nomination of persons for appointment as principal secretaries. Honorable members, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 42, I wish to convey a message from His Excellency the President regarding nomination of persons for appointment as principal secretaries. In the message, His Excellency the President conveys that in exercise of powers conferred on him by Article 132(2)(d) of the Constitution as read together with Sections 3 and 5 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act 2011, he nominates the following persons for appointment as principal secretaries. 1. Ms. Salome Wairimu Muhia Biako, State Department for Correctional Services, Minister of Interior and National Administration. 2. Ms. Anne Njokiwa Ng'ombe, State Department for Performance Management and Delivery Services, Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary. Honorable members, Article 132(2)(d) of the Constitution provides that the President shall nominate and, with the approval of the National Assembly, appoint and may dismiss principal secretaries. In this regard, His Excellency the President now seeks the approval of the said persons by the National Assembly. Honorable members, Standing Order 45(1) requires that upon receipt of notification of nomination of appointments, such nominations shall stand committed to the relevant departmental committees for consideration. In this regard, and pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 45 and paragraph 3 of Standing Order 42, messages from the President, I hereby refer the message from the President, together with the certificate of presidential nominations, the CVs, and other testimonials of the nominees to the respective departmental committees as follows. In regard with Salome Wairimu Muhia Biako, the Departmental Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs. With regard to Anne Njokiwa Ng'ombe, Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security. Honorable members, Section 8 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act 2011 requires the National Assembly to consider such nominations within 28 days. In this regard, the committees are expected to immediately commence the approval process and notify the nominees and the general public of the time and place for holding the approval hearings. Thereafter, upon conclusion of the said hearings, table their respective reports on or before Wednesday, 28th June 2023, to enable the House to consider the matter with the prescribed statutory timelines. I thank you. On the matter raised by the Honorable Mbui, I think the answer or the response should come from the Majority Leader, because we have been working with him on this matter. And the Majority Leader will wield more authority on this than the Chair CDA.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I'll beg you in